What's up, you guys? It's Greg. So let's talk a little bit about Dogecoin and kind of the future and the outlook on it. So you're probably watching this video after Elon went on SNL and did his skit. Honestly, if you didn't watch the skit, I recommend going and checking it out. They kind of spent a lot of time poking fun at Doge. At one point, Elon's mom came on and was talking about her Mother's Day gift and saying that she hoped that she didn't get Dogecoin. So honestly, if you're following the price target right now, you will know that it did not go to the moon and it did not go to $1, which is kind of disappointing. I honestly was kind of expecting him to get on and just kind of hype it up, which we've kind of seen Elon do in the past. So Elon pumping Doge to $1 obviously did not happen. So I want to take this time to kind of look at the coin slightly from a fundamental standpoint, but also kind of from a risk to reward standpoint, and kind of how I feel about the coin going forward, and throughout the rest of 2021 here. And honestly, there's a lot I like about that type of coin. The cheaper coin, I think it fundamentally could be more usable. Let's say you buy a Bitcoin at like $55,000 a coin, and then you go to use that to actually purchase something in the store. Like let's say it's 20 years down the road and they accept a Bitcoin at your local gas station. They're going to be like, oh, it's 0.0000061 Bitcoin. And you're like, well, how much does that cost? So I think that the cheaper coins have something specifically to offer in terms of functional usability. So from that aspect, I don't really mind Doge, but I just want to look at it from the investment standpoint throughout 2021. So right now, just a little bit of background on Dogecoin. Doge has 130 billion coins in circulation. And that's because there is no cap on the amount of coins. There's always being more coins mined. And if you don't know anything about mining, basically it's the same algorithm. It basically is treated as a bonus coin when you actually mine Litecoin. So there's always going to be Dogecoin hitting circulation, which honestly, if you look at it compared to like the US dollar or some other type of government-backed currency, it's a similar situation. But right there, that's kind of why we're not seeing the price skyrocket like Bitcoin that only has just under 19 million coins in circulation, and Ethereum, which is the number 2 held coin, has, I think, 115 million coins in circulation. So as you can see, Dogecoin has a lot more coins in circulation than either of those two coins. So that's part of the reason the price is always going to stay low, because there's always going to be more coins mined. But like I said, I like that aspect because it makes it affordable. You go to the store and they're like, oh, it's going to be 1.5 Dogecoin for this hot dog, or whatever it would be. It's affordable, so people understand and can get into the platform more easy. So I think that's cool, but that's not necessarily a Doge specific point. That's just something I like about cheaper coins in general. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on my phone. I'm going to throw that up on the screen so you guys can see and follow along. So this is the chart for the last week. And this is the last one day, since the SNL skit came out. So let's just look at it from a technical standpoint just for a second here. So I'm seeing support right here around right around the 64 cent mark right in here. There's a little bit of support. There's also a little bit of support at 68, 69 cents, which is kind of something you expect from a meme coin. That there would be support right around 69 cents there. But then we're going to go ahead and blow it out to the 1 month chart. So there's this big gap here right at the beginning of May. And there's not a lot of resistance, meaning that the coin ran very, very quickly and rose in price, which is great if you bought in before that, because that means that you gained a lot of money. Basically, what that means is that if it breaks past a certain resistance, it could fall very, very quickly. It'll be interesting to see what the future of the coin looks like over the next month or so, because I'm hearing rumors through the grapevine that Robinhood is having difficulty filling sell orders, which basically means that no one's wanting to actively buy the coin. So how the transaction works is that somebody will put in a sell order, but there has to be someone willing to buy at your price. Unless you put in a market order, then you meet their price that they're willing to buy for. But if there's nobody that's willing to buy the coin, you can't sell the coin. It's not instantly like you just place sell and then it just disappears into the universe like Robinhood bought it back or whatever. Somebody has to physically want to buy your shares or your coin. I keep referring to it like it's a stock because it's on Robinhood, and so that's just kind of how I think about it, but it's not. It's a coin. So fundamentally wise, I'm a little skeptical on it just because of the big ups and downs. Honestly, it's a little bit more GameStop-y, kind of pumping up to me personally, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you also have to keep in mind that there's no shame in taking profits. You don't have to ride Doge to $1.20 if you bought it 2 cents. So I would be wary if I was putting my life savings into it or all the money that I had in the world, hoping that it would just somehow make me rich. Because fundamentally and technically, it's looking a little questionable to me, but keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. This is just my opinion. And you are more than welcome to do whatever you want with your money. And I would love to see it go to $1. I also would love to see Ethereum continue to rise in price. So I'm really pro cryptocurrency. I think that's pretty cool. So I think right now we're kind of like in a pump and dump state with Dogecoin itself. I would really like to see some big retailers pick up the coin and allow you to actually pay for purchases with this specific cryptocurrency. You know, obviously cryptocurrency isn't necessarily big on retailers' list right now. You know, not even that many retailers except Bitcoin and things like that. But I would really like to see Doge become more mainstream in terms of it being a viable option to kind of buy and hold for long periods of time. And as of right now, it's great for a short term making money. You know, if you're gonna be basically a bag holder of this coin, I would be a little skeptical, or at least me personally. Obviously, you may not be skeptical. Me personally, if it was my money invested, I would be a little skeptical in terms of leaving it in like for an extended period of time. You know, kind of this buy and sell, totally all for that. Kind of riding the waves, making some money. But as we know, Mark Cuban has said that the Mavericks will accept Dogecoin for merchandise as well as ticket sales. I would really like to see Tesla pick up Doge as a way to pay, and I think that would be really fitting considering that Elon's like the father of Dogecoin. So I'd really like to see kind of them make that move there. Although from a business standpoint, I don't know how that looks. It'd be really good for the coin. I don't necessarily know how good of a or wise of a move that would be for Tesla. But it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future, because SpaceX just posted an article saying Elon Musk SpaceX will launch the Doge 1 mission to the moon in the first quarter of 2020, with the company accepting the meme-inspired cryptocurrency as payment. Basically, the article goes on to say that a supplier ended up paying in Dogecoin. So in conclusion, I really like the aspect of having a coin that's more affordable and that could be used to kind of replace the US dollar. I'm a little fearful about Doge not having a cap on how many coins it can be mined. That to me is just a little red flag, as that basically decreases the chance of the price continuing to go up because there's always going to be more supply. But I guess if you think about it in terms of like the US dollar, they're always printing more money. Therefore, there's some form of inflation. So it's not necessarily a circumstance we haven't been in before, but I just like to see some big people pick it up. I'd like to see Tesla start. And I think once Tesla starts accepting Dogecoin, then it's really going to open the doors for a lot of other progressive retailers. And I'd really like to see Coinbase or some of the bigger cryptocurrency exchanges actually add some of the smaller coins like Doge and Cadena onto their platforms and support them. And I think that would kind of pave the way to be able to actually use these coins to buy and sell goods, as opposed to just parking your cash to hedge against inflation of the US dollar. Because let's be honest, it's going to be a little difficult for everyone to, you know, justify buying Bitcoin at $55,000 a coin and then going out and spending that at the gas station just because of the fractional costs that you would actually have to give the retailer of that coin. So like I've said before, in terms of Doge, I'm just a little bit cautious, but I'm going to keep my finger on the pulse of the market, and if there's a good opportunity, I will most definitely buy in. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was informative. If you like this video, it'd be really great for me if you hit the like button. That would let YouTube know that you like this video and that they'll push it to more people, and that really help the channel grow. Also, if you're not currently subscribed, it'd be really cool if you hit that subscribe button. It's down below. That also really helps the channel out. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please browse the channel and subscribe. I'll catch you next video.